Stop number 9 of the Sunoco Busch series takes place at Martinsville for the Miller 500. It's going to be a 20-lap event here. Let's take a look at our starting grid. Let's take a look at our points before we look into our starting grid. Going into this event, Danny Wells, our winner, most recently at Nashville, leads the points. Spencer Madden, who won the Bristol event, is in second. Ken Johnson, our first returning driver, is in third. Then it's Adam Chambers and Jared Darling will round out the top 5. Then looking at 6 through 10, there's a tie for 6 with Zed Weinstein and Randy Carpenter, both having 1,089 points. Then it's Ed Gardner, our winner at Daytona, Jack Richards, our winner at Las Vegas, and Emilio Navarrete rounds out the top 10 there. Let's take a look now at our starting grid for the Miller 500. And on the pole, qualifying at 97.765 miles an hour, it's the number 47 Kanawha Olds of Justin Perry. And on the outside will be the 09 Pontiac of John Westbrook. Row number 2 will have another pair of Pontiacs. It's the number 89 Evinrude Outboards Pontiac of Christina Cowan and the number 57 Heinz Ketchup Pontiac of Adam Chambers. And then we continue with the Pontiac Fest. In row number 3 on the inside will be Mike Becker in the mellow yellow, number 42. And then our first Ford, Spencer Madden, second in the points, in the number 68 Country Time car. Row number 4 will consist of another Pontiac with Tim Freilich, the number 48 Dinner Bell Food Line entry, and Super Shears, Dougie Shears in the number 29 Hardee's entry, also a Pontiac. And then row number 5 will consist of our points leader, our most recent winner at Nashville, Danny Wells, in the Folgers number 25 Lumina, and the number 66 Trop Arctic Phillips 66 Pontiac of Jared Darling. Row number 6 will consist of Bill Raymond in the 44, Andrew Boat III in the 91. Row number 7 will consist of Luke Martin in the 84 and Dominic Jarvis in the 70. Row 8 will consist of Barney Ward and Jake Baskinger. Row 9 will consist of Ken Johnson and Emilio Navarrete. Row 10 will consist of Callum Wales, who won at Talladega, and Ann Batson. Then it is Ed Gardner and Matt McCormick. Then it's followed by Ricky James and Cody Lamas. Randy Carpenter and Jeremy Doobie will follow them. Don Laprad and Will Raymond will follow them. Joshua Perry and Tim Gardner. Then it's Hunter Gantz and Austin M. Then it is Jordan Hetzer, the Hitman, and Alex Lozano. Mike McMurray, our Rockingham winner, and Jack Richards, our Las Vegas winner. Zed Weinstein and Ricky Elliott. Andrew Baranda, our winner at Darlington, and Lyndon Wright, our winner at Texas. Rounding out the field will consist of the number 83 of Morgan Carpenter and the 00 Olds of Dizanella Moniminovich on another last place start. That's your starting grid here. Let's just get right to the command now, as we have gotten every ounce of business that we had to take care of. 20 laps once again. Can we see a wire-to-wire job for Justin Perry? We'll find out.
Drivers, start your engines!
And here we go. This race does tend to be a wire-to-wire job event. So if that's the case, you may, when we get down to the nitty-gritty of laps, you may get less and less commentary from me. But we'll see. Because this obviously is rather short. 20 laps is not going to really make a difference. Ironically, the Pro East Series race has more laps, and I do believe the Sunoco Cup race will have more laps, which is kind of bizarre, but hey, that's the way I try to do it. Green flag getting set to fly for Justin Perry and John Westbrook as they stay glued together, one across the stripe. That's better. Didn't have no hard jumps, but here comes Christina Cowan diving right to the inside in a 3-wide attempt. Christina Cowan battling it out with Justin Perry. They're still glued together. Mike Becker starting to make a move, and actually we started this first race, first lap, with a lot of action going on. Christina Cowan leading the race. Christina, who has not won since the first race at Richmond, at Nashville, but we're under yellow apparently. Dizanella Mominovic apparently was involved, so is the number 84. Morgan Carpenter apparently. Let's see what happened there. Hunter Gantz, Lyndon Wright, our Texas winner. It's no secret Christina Cowan probably won the race back to the line. But where did it all start? Here's where it all started. Tim Gardner. On the outside, you see there's Will Raymond, Jeremy Doobie, Hunter Gantz. That's where I think Joshua Perry got involved. Yeah, Jeremy Doobie got shoved by the number 55 of Tim Gardner going into... That is Joshua Perry. Josh goes up the track. Looked like he brushed for a slight second the number 77, excuse me, of Mike McMurray. But no. That's where that part started. We saw something else happen a little farther up. Yes, Ann Batson. That's actually the car Keith drove last season. Here's how that came about. It was actually more ahead of everything. Almost the 4 wide squeeze fest there. I think the number 50 of Matt McCormick in the middle. There's Randy Carpenter in the Hooters Ford. It seemed like Ricky James goes right into McCormick in front of Ann Batson. And then a little bit of a push around courtesy of McCormick with Ann Batson nowhere to go. And then Ann Batson gets tagged into the wall here hard. And then they come back down the track, I do believe. I think that's where Hunter Gantz came into play. Batson starts to get away fair. And there's Jack Richards putting on the brakes. A lot of guys putting on the brakes. Jack Richards getting a little bit of a tag in the rear, courtesy of the number 32 of Ricky Elliott Jr. Andrew Baranda getting squeezed. Morgan Carpenter nowhere to go, right into the rear of Hunter Gantz. And then Dizanella Mominovic putting on the brakes. Same with Lyndon Wright, our Texas winner. A lot of cars coming to a complete stop, and then their cars basically bog out. So, Christina Cowan won the race back to the line. Mike Becker's in second. Tim Freilich is third. Our pole sitter Justin Perry's in fourth. Then it is Danny Wells, John Westbrook, Dougie Shears, Adam Chambers, Spencer Madden, and rounding out the field is Dominic Jarvis. Then it is Jared Darling, Bill Raymond, Luke Martin, Angie Boat III, Barney Ward, Callum Wales, Ken Johnson, Ed Gardner, Emilio Navarrete, Randy Carpenter, Matt McCormick, Ann Batson, Don Lamprad, Cody Lamas, Will Raymond, Tim Gardner, Jeremy Doobie, Jordan Hetzer, Austin M., Joshua Perry, Alex Lozano, Ricky James, Mike McMurray, Zed Weinstein, Jack Richards, Andrew Baranda, Ricky Elliott Jr., Lyndon Wright, Jake Baskinger, Morgan Carpenter's a lap down, same with Dizanella Mominovic, and one on the 2 laps down is Hunter Gantz as Christina Cowan gets a hard jump on things. But Morgan Carpenter will get her lap back with that. But then again, maybe not. Cowan leads still, but you've got a lot of basically separating lap traffic between her and Mike Becker. Because we're not even 10 laps in. We're at the halfway point. Christina Cowan, her first win since the Nashville first event. Would actually the win here will actually qualify her for the Busch All-Stars. And we're back under yellow. Apparently. Looks like, I don't know what happened there, but what it seems, Christina Cowan will lead some more. It may have to do maybe with Jake Baskinger per se. Well, to figure out what had happened. What was the reason? Go look for the spot. I think we figured it out. Dominic Jarvis probably got spun. Yes, Dominic Jarvis was our reason. It happened on the front straightaway. Spencer Madden goes to the inside of Dominic. Gives him a little bit of a touch. And spinning Dominic Jarvis right across the stripe. Luke Martin getting by, same with Barney Ward, Callum Wales. It was just a one-car spin. Enough to trigger the yellow for for Christina Cowan to stay in the lead. So that's actually what was the reason. It wasn't much more than just that. Got back away fairly okay. Obviously Christina Cowan won the race back to the line, so she'll lead a little more over Mike Becker. Then it is John Westbrook, Justin Perry, our pole sitter, Tim Fralick dropping to 5th. Then it's Danny Wells, Adam Chambers, Dougie Shears, Jared Darling, and running at the top 10 will be Spencer Madden. Then it is Luke Martin, Barney Ward, Bill Raymond, Callum Wales, Andrew Boat III, Ken Johnson, Ed Gardner, Emilio Navarrete, Randy Carpenter, and Matt McCormick, your top 20. With Ann Batson, Don Lamprad, Cody Lamas, Will Raymond, Dominic Jarvis, who is in the top 10 now in 25th, Tim Gardner, Jordan Hetzer, Jeremy Doobie, Austin M., Alex Lascano, Ricky James, Joshua Perry, Mike McMurray, Zed Weinstein, Jack Richards, Andrew Baranda, Ricky Elliott Jr., Jake Bastinger, and Lyndon Wright. Morgan Carpenter, Gizanella Mominovic are a lap down, and 2 laps down is Hunter Gantz, who's actually right behind Christina. So I'm gonna say we'll be probably back to green flag racing in lap number 16, which will mean 5 to go. Let's double check. And yes, it will be 5 laps to go for Christina Cowan. Looking for her first win since the first of our races at Nashville last season, where she actually won her second race of the season. But she's got a good jump on things. I like her chances of winning. Gizanella Mominovic going up high, going almost into John Westbrook, but did not happen. Christina Cowan leads, 4 to go for the Evinrude Pontiac. And we're back under yellow, and that will actually seal the race for Christina Cowan. Just like that. What was the reason? It looks like Gizanella Mominovic was probably our reasoning. Let's see, where was the trigger point? It probably had to do with Gizanella Mominovic. Let's see. I'll have to go check on what happened there. Callum Wales looks like. Yep, Callum Wales. Andrew Boat III. There's your trigger. Ken Johnson sending Andrew Boat III hard in that inside wall. That basically did it. Back up the track, barely misses Will Raymond and gets back into the groove. A tough break for Andrew Boat III. Now let's see what happened with Gizanella Mominovic. I think he just got all congested and he got spun by... Yeah! I don't understand that was all about. Getting spun. How about a bunch of cars spinning? Ken Johnson getting spun back there too. Wow. We saw John Westbrook apparently spin. That will seal the race, from what we're seeing. Yep, that will seal the race for Christina Cowan. Mike Becker will get 2nd. Justin Perry will get 3rd. John Westbrook will get 4th. Tim Fralick will round out the top 5. Then it'll be Danny Wells, Adam Chambers, Dougie Shears, Jared Darling, and Spencer Madden will round up the top 10. Then it will be Barney Ward, Bill Raymond, Luke Martin, Callum Wales, as it will pass for this will be the official signal of such. Ed Gardner will be 15th, followed by Emilio Navarrete, Ken Johnson, Randy Carpenter, Ann Batson, Matt McCormick, Dunlap Brad, Will Raymond, Cody Lamas, Dominic Jarvis, Tim Gardner, Jordan Hetzer, Jeremy Doobie, Austin M., Alex Lascano, Ricky James, Joshua Perry, Mike McMurray, Andrew Boat III, Zed Weinstein, Jack Richards, Andrew Baranda, Lyndon Wright, Ricky Elliott Jr., Jake Baskinger, Morgan Carpenter will be a lap down, Dizanel Momenovich will be a lap down, and Hunter Gantz will be 2 laps down. But our winner here at Martinsville, getting her first win of the season 2 at the Sunoco Busch Series, the Evan Ruponic, number 89, of Christina Cowan. That makes it official. Kind of an anticlimactic finish with that wreck we saw courtesy of Callum Wales. And third, Christina Cowan did show some muscle to get herself a victory. That actually that she did less in the points. As we go into our point standings after 9 races, Danny Wells still leads, Spencer Madden is still second, Ken Johnson still third, Adam Chambers still fourth, Jared Darling is still fifth. So nothing changes there. Ed Gardner moves up to 6th, Randy Carpenter stays in 7th, Zed Weinstein moves up to 8th, Tim Freilich is 9th, and Emilio Navarrete stays in the 10th spot. Zed Weinstein drops from 6th to 8th, and Tim Freilich actually moves up into the top 10 again. Callum Wales, Jack Richards dropping to 12th, Jeremy Doobie, Ann Batson, Will Raymond, Andrew Baranda, Mike Becker, Dominic Jarvis, Dougie Shears, Hunter Gantz, Bill Raymond, John Westbrook, Christina Cowan with that win moves up to 23rd, Don Laprad, Barney Ward, Matt McCormick, Andrew Boat III, Lyndon Wright, Ricky James, Austin M., Mike McMurray, Luke Martin, Dizanel Momenovich, Cody Lamas, Morgan Carpenter, Ricky Elliott Jr., Jake Perry, Justin Perry, Alex Lascano, Jordan Hetzer, Jake Baskinger, and Tim Gardner is actually tied with Baskinger for the 41st spot, interestingly enough. But the next race for the Sunoco Busch Series, California Sunoco Busch Series Auto Club of Southern California 300.